Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum Miss. My name is Raudatul Jannah binti Zawawi.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. I am Anissa Yurainda binti Muhammad Fikri.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Alina Najwa binti Ismamuddin.
Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Nur Azur binti Muhammad Noh.
Hi, Assalamualaikum to all member and our lecturer. My name Muhammad K. Wafiq bin Ma'id from class BA118 5G. Our topic of this event is Sambutan Hari Sarawak 2017. The event was being held on 22 July 2017 at the time 8:30 AM and until 10:30 AM. The place of the event was at Kuching Waterfront, Sarawak. Next, the organizer of the event is State of Sarawak because it was held at Sarawak. Also, the title Sambutan Hari Sarawak Sambutan Hari Sarawak. Another one is a protocol and event management unit of state as host the event. Last one is a teacher from Sekolah Kebangsaan Rancangan Perharmonian Rakyat Jalan Astana Kuching to prepare all kids for show parody at event. Its objective of event. Want to remind to all people about the Independence Day of Sarawak and also want to make increase the interest of spirit of patriotism. This event also introduced about history of Sarawak, which is this event show how Sarawak fight with the enemy and how Sarawak grew up to be the peaceful country. On 22 July 1963 was the special date of Sarawak to be the one peaceful country. That day, the Independence Day of Sarawak. Reason why we choose this event to our assignment because after we watch the video, we get a motivation to create spirit of the patriotism and we get to know the loyalty of people toward Negeri Sarawak and we can appreciate of Negeri Sarawak after all hardship has been told in the video. Okay, thank you.
So thank you to my group member. So now I am going to continue with tentative program of Sambutan Hari Sarawak 2017. The event held at Waterfront Kuching, Sarawak, and the event starts at 8 AM. So at 8 AM, all guests and VIPs gathered at Waterfront Kuching, Sarawak. And also the arrival of guests and VIPs. Next is the arrival of Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Patinggi Abang Johari Tun Abang Openg, Chief Minister of Sarawak, and his wife Yang Amat Berbahagia Datin Patinggi Jumaani Tuanku Bujang. And followed by the arrival of Tuan Yang Terutama Yang di-Pertua Negeri of Sarawak Tun Pehin Seri Abdul Taib Mahmud and his wife Yang Amat Berbahagia Tuh Puan Datuk Patinggi Ragat Kurdi Taib. At 9 AM, the event started with singing the national anthem of Sarawak, which is Ibu Pertiwiku, followed by the dance performance of Keindahan Ibu Pertiwiku. Recitation of the doa by Imam Besar Negeri of Sarawak, Datuk Ustaz Haji Mustafa Kamar bin Haji Ahmad Fauzi, followed by video presentation entitled Diversity Voices One Story. Next is 15-minute performance of chorus speaking by 50 students, and lastly followed by the dance performance with the Sarawak flag. Next is opening ceremony. Welcoming address by Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Patinggi Abang Johari Tun Abang Openg, Chief Minister of Sarawak, started at 10 AM. Opening ceremony by Tuan Yang Terutama Yang di-Pertua Negeri of Sarawak Tun Pehin Seri Abdul Taib Mahmud, followed by the giving solemnization to Yang Terutama Yang di-Pertua Negeri of Sarawak, and followed by Yang Amat Berhormat Datuk Patinggi Abang Johari Tun Abang Openg, Chief Minister of Sarawak. Next is singing the national anthem of Negaraku and the national anthem of Sarawak, Ibu Pertiwiku. And lastly, visitation to Sarawak Historic Exhibition Space by VVIP, accompanied by Local Government and Housing Minister Datuk Dr. Sim Hui Hian.
So now the floor of opening ceremony for the event. The event starts on 8 AM and the venue are already full of audience that are crowd from a group of students, Sarawak citizen and a foreigner. The audience come earlier to grab their seats because they do not want to miss out the special occasions that are only take place once a year. Next is the arrival of Chief Minister of Sarawak, the Right Honourable Datuk Patinggi, Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari, Tun Abang Haji Openg and his wife, which is Datin Amah Hajah, Cuma Ani Tun Tuanku Haji Bujang. The staff will providing a guest pages on the Right Honourable Chief Minister of Sarawak and his wife at the Pages set-up station. Then the Minister of Local Government and Housing, YB Datuk Sri Dr. Sim Kwee Hian, will accompany the VIP to their seats. Then the arrival of His Excellency, the Governor of Sarawak, Tun Pehin Sri Haji Abdul Taib Mahmud and his wife, which is Toh Puan Datuk Patinggi Hajah Ragat Kurdi Taib. The staff will providing the guest pages, and the Minister of Local Government and Housing will also accompany His Excellency, the Governor of Sarawak and his wife to their seats. Then the event starts by singing the Ibu Pertiwi song that led by Police Marching Band. After that, the first opening for the event is a welcome performance that performed by the Sarawak dancer with a collaboration of Ministry of Tourism, Culture, Youth and Sport Sarawak. For your information, the welcome performance portrayed the spirit of unity upholding the existing harmony of the people of Sarawak. And the event continued with the citations of the Doa reading by the Grand Imam of the State of Sarawak, which is Datuk Mustafa Kamal bin Ahmad Fauzi.
Then, summary of officiating speech by VIPs. So, officiating speech by Chief Minister of Sarawak is Yang Amat Berhormat Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Haji Rahman Zohari bin Tun Datuk Abang Haji Openg is about to remind about the hardship of our ancestors have to face to get Sarawak and appreciate what they has done and tell about formation of Sarawak. It is with thanks to Tun Pehin Sri Haji Abdul Taib Mahmud because 54 years ago he was present not as spectator but as participant, a witness of formation of self-government, formation of Malaysia and setting down of conditions before Sarawak become party in formation of Sarawak. Then he talks about when Sarawak can rule their own. So it is 40 years ago when we have our own governor. Is the President Yang Amat Berhormat Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Haji Rahman Zohari, late father. So our own Chief Minister Datuk Seri Paduka Lohingkan and our own State Cabinet entrusted to rule in our own way without direction from London. Our Tun Tan Sri were among the members of that first cabinet when he was only 27 years old. And 2 July is important date of Sarawak. It is when Tun was Chief Minister. He decided 22 July is important date, which is the day Sarawak given the power of self-rule by British colonial government. So 22 July are declared as public holiday in Sarawak and this is called Hari Sarawak. It is to show that we appreciate Hari Sarawak and celebrate with everyone with patriotic. Okay, so 16 September 1963, Sarawak became party to the formation of Malaysia after signing Malaysia Agreement 9 July 1963 in London. Then, Sarawak became party Big Federation of Malaysia. 22 July is proof to show to the world that Sarawak can rule ourselves and be independent without need of assistance of London for what we need to do, but we still have a good friend with British until today. Then we go for hardship that our ancestors faced, which is on 1963. Circumstances are different because at that time we are really poor and under the spread of communism at that time. So China, at that time China was expanded, Indonesia was dominated by party communists, and that time we cannot defend ourselves. So we look safety for Commonwealth and fellow Malaysian. After that, the VIPs tell about step that we take to form Sarawak, which is we start our negotiation with Putrajaya. They asked us to do homework first, so we sent our employee to London to study large medium of document in British archive to be able and determine what really underlying spirit Malaysia government was. And then asked all Sarawakian in the event to give him support. So, Yang Amat Berhormat Dato' Abang Haji Abdul Haji Rahman Zohari bin Tun Dato' Abang Haji Openg conclude his speech by clarifying that there is no need for Sarawak to exit Malaysia and asked all Sarawakian in the event to give him support to discuss further government to find admissible solution to central issue on the revolution of power of Sarawak to ensure Sarawak will move forward.
So now let's move to the profile of official and non-official sponsorship company for the event. The first one is the Ministry of Tourism, Art, Culture, Youth and Sport Sarawak. As you can see, they are the main sponsor for the event. The ministry has always given the best support in terms of financial dependency for most of the Sarawak event because they have its own budget. This will simplify the planning process for the development of Sarawak Day Celebrations 2017. Next is Jabatan Arkib Negara Malaysia. It is an agency that serves as repository of data, information and government records. As you can see, Jabatan Arkib Negara Malaysia is an official sponsorship company for the exhibition history of Sarawak Day Celebration 2017. And then Jabatan Museum Sarawak. Sarawak Museum Department was established by Charles Brooke, the second Rajah in 1816. It is a keeper of the rich culture and history of the Sarawak. In appreciation of its existence, Sarawak Museum was established as full-fledged department under the Ministry of Tourism, Arts and Culture Sarawak. Jabatan Museum Sarawak is one of the company that collaborate with Jabatan Arkib Negara Malaysia for the exhibition's history of Sarawak Day celebrations of 2017. So the last sponsorship company for the event is Pustaka Negeri Sarawak. It is conceived as a major information resource center and as the hub of information services for the public and private sectors. Pustaka Negeri Sarawak also one of the company that collaborate with Jabatan Arkib Negara Malaysia for the exhibition history of Sarawak Day Celebration 2017.
Promotional medium for events. So promotional medium is referred to communication activities that event director can use to tell Sarawak people about the event and attract audience to come to the event. So the first one is large balloon on air. So it is easily attract people to come to the event place because this large balloon is rare and attractive because it is make people guessing and curious what is going on there, so they will start to go to the event. And then we use poster through media social such as Facebook. This promotion medium can make a lot of people know about this event because when we post on Facebook, everyone can share with their friends, and this promotion medium can make all people around the world know about this event. And then banner is to attract Sarawak people to attend. Banner can make people memorize of the event as it is usually a fixed at strategic place such as traffic light. Existence of exhibition make people excited to go to Sarawak Day event because this exhibition not always happen, and then so people will take the chance to visit exhibition at the same time enjoy the performance at celebration of Sarawak Day. Flyer to invite people. Flyer is used to distribute in school as to make the parents know about the exertion to celebration of Sarawak Day with school. As we can see, this event get many school students who attend. The last one is live streaming attract so many people that have difficulties to attend this event, such as does not have transportation or maybe busy with their to manage their kids, so they choose to watch live streaming. So each things done in event were recorded simultaneously.
Thank you. So now we are going to continue with the main content of this event. So what is the main content of Sambutan Hari Sarawak 2017? Sambutan Hari Sarawak, which is also known as Sarawak Independence Day, is a holiday held every year on 22 July by the state of Sarawak in Malaysia. The purpose of Sambutan Hari Sarawak is for celebration of self-government and independence on 22 July 1963. The official Sarawak Independence Day was celebrated by the government of Sarawak to increase awareness of Sarawak's history and the sacrifice of its past leader. Sambutan Hari Sarawak 2017 also has the same purpose, which is to increase awareness among people. For 2017 celebration, the Minister of Local Government and Housing, which is Datuk Dr. Sim Kui Hian, decided to make the celebration at Kuching Waterfront, Sarawak, so that more people can attend and get involved, including high school students and tourists. In addition, the 15 minutes choral speaking performance from about 50 students will open this celebration, which is also based on the history of Sarawak. And last but not least, the event organizer also prepared video presentation entitled Diversity Voices One Story. According to the Minister of Local Government and Housing, which is Datuk Dr. Sim Kui Hian, the celebration tells the story of the handover of Sarawak State administered by the British government in 1963 to the people of Sarawak, with a video background on the history and the day of Sarawak at the moment on a giant LED screen. Next is medical and emergency services in this event. We have done some research on some footage related to Sambutan Hari Sarawak 2017, but the result we have obtained remain the same, which is only visible services from police and no emergency and medical services provided in this event. The only medical and emergency services that we found in this event is police services. We are not sure about medical services such as Red Crescent Society, whether it happens at the background of the event or this event really does not provide medical services like what is seen in this video. As we have mentioned earlier, the only medical and emergency services found in Sambutan Hari Sarawak 2017 is a police services. As we can see, the event was controlled and monitored by police as well as traffic police. As we can see in the video, a cycling parade was held and followed by the present of VIP cast escorted by police officer. The job of police officer is not only to escort the VIP guests to the event, but also to ensure the safety of the VIP guests throughout the event. The services of police officer are very much needed, especially in crowded situations, to prevent congestion or unwanted incidents from happening, such as injuries. Next is police traffic. The duties of police traffic are also very similar to the duties of police officer, which they need to escort their VIP guests to the event by riding a traffic police motorbike. Not only that, they are also the traffic police assigned to take care of the traffic to prevent traffic congestion throughout the event and also to prevent road accidents.
So now let's move to how the event ends. The event ends with the launching of the celebrations of Sarawak 2017. For launching, the significant pen will be given to the Chief Minister of Sarawak, and he will pass the pen to His Excellency the Governor of Sarawak. So why the significant pen is used for the launching? For your information, back then, the significance of the pen known as the most powerful and effective weapon, and its historical moment as 44 years ago marks the establishment of the self-government in Sarawak, and the Governor of Sarawak will launching the celebration of Sarawak Day 2017. His Excellency, the Governor of Sarawak, will launch the event by putting the significant pen on its place, like this picture. After His Excellency, the Governor of Sarawak already done with the grace for the ceremony, the host announced the official launching of the opening of Sarawak Day 2017 in an enthusiastically ways. The host also called out Sarawak Ibu Pertiwiku, follow up with the video presentation of the Sarawak Government Gazette Extraordinary. The video presentations are about the contents of the Sarawak Constitution's Amendment Order in Council 1963. The video presentation ends with the cannon sound they are released for 3 times. And then, before the end of the event, the audience and VIP were asked to stand up and sing the Negaraku and Ibu Pertiwiku songs that are led by the police marching band. And then the event ends with a dance song of Sarawak Day Celebrations 2017, sung by the student of SK RPR Jalan Astana as well as the other dancer. The event ends splendidly when the performers singing and waving their Sarawak flag together on the stage.
So I will continue. Is there any post recognition in this event? Yes, there is. There's 2 post event recognition. So the first event recognition was recorded in the video where it took place after the launch of Sambutan Hari Sarawak 2017. After the launch, there was a video montage shown to the people, and after that, the host continued the event with the souvenir as a sign of appreciation of gracious and kind endorsement to Governor of Sarawak Tun Pehen Sri Haji Abdul Taib Mahmud. The souvenir were given to him by the Chief Minister of Sarawak, the Right Honourable Datuk Patinggi Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Abang Haji Openg. Also not forgotten, the next souvenir were given to the Chief Minister of Sarawak, the Right Honourable Datuk Patinggi Dr. Abang Haji Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Abang Haji Openg. The souvenir were given by the Minister of Local Government and Housing, YB Datuk Sri Dr. Sim Kui Hian. So the second one, the second post-event recognition was not recorded in the video, but we found it and we know it by listening to one of the hosts that mentioned about the banquet, which is it was recorded in the video. So in the end of the event, the host invite the VIP guests to the old courthouse Kuching Sarawak for a banquet. Not just that, the each of head of department resident were also invited to attend the dinner together. So what is good, what is bad, and our opinion toward the event? Let's talk about the good one first. So from our point of view, that we think is giving a very good impact is the spirit of the state of Sarawak and its loyal people that celebrate their Independence Day. As we know, 22 July 1963 is a very significant date for the Sarawak people because at that time they are free from the British colonial rule. Although that was a very short time, but it was a nostalgia for all the people of Sarawak. This is a very meaningful history for them. So I think that states in Malaysia can take a lesson and make the state of Sarawak as an example for them to love and appreciate their respective states, in turn leading to a patriotic spirit to be proud of Malaysia. Next, we are very interested in the way of the launching of Sambutan Hari Sarawak 2017. Because a lot of time we will see the event launching was done by cutting a ribbon or dropping a signage or something. Unlike this event, there was a big pen, and when the pen was placed in its place, immediately there was a video montage shown to all the people. It tells a story about history of Sarawak, and this is why we think that is very interesting because there were many people there, and the montage is show the history of Sarawak. So whether they are Sarawakians or just a foreigner or tourist, indirectly they will know about the history of Sarawak, and it can add a knowledge for them. Now, let's take a look about the bad of the event from our point of view. Let's talk about the choice of the place of the event. It's not that we want to say that the place is too bad. However, we think that the organizer overlooked the comfort of the audience who were there. Because at the beginning of the video, we could see a lot of audience cannot sit under the tent, and a lot of people are fanning themselves because of the overheating and overcrowding at the event. It is better for the organizer to choose a place that have a roof so that all the audience can shelter themselves if anything happen, because it is important to take into the account like considering the weather factor. If it rains heavily, not just the audience, the people who involved in for the performance for the event will get wet due to the rain. And we also saw the monitor as well, some electrical appliances placed in the middle of the event. This can cause a damage to the good as well, disrupt the technical system if exposed to the rain. This matter should be taken seriously as not to disrupt the event. Lastly, we think that this event is lacking of the information about the medical and the emergency service. What we saw in the video and what we searched in the various sources were just police traffic and these policemen. Whether the medical service like Red Crescent Society, Bomba, the firefighter, Orella, is present or not during the event, we do not know, because we think that it is very important to be alert to any kind of emergency that may occur beyond our expectation. Final opinion from us toward this event: we think that this event is actually very good because there are so many benefit and moral that we can take. We as Malaysian are so proud when we see a lot of people, not only from Sarawak, but a foreigner are willing to come to celebrate Sambutan Hari Sarawak 2017. This is very important to cultivate the spirit of patriotism and nationalism in ourselves. What's more, when we saw a little cute primary school student, they are also involved as a performer in Sambutan Hari Sarawak 2017. This is a step for them to love their country more since they were child. However, we are little disappointed with the organizer who also think about the comfort of the audience. We think it's not really fair or appropriate to just think about the VIP guests, because without an audience, an event will not be lively, isn't it? So that's all from us. We hope that for the future, the organizer can improve their event more excellently and brilliantly. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Memorize the history of Formation Sarawak. So Sarawak Celebration Day on 22 July 2017 is for memorize the history of Formation Sarawak. It is about the hardship that our ancestors must through to have Sarawak, and the intelligent idea that made by our ancestors till they managed to get right for Sarawak. So this Sarawak Celebration Day is to make people have patriotic feeling and respect towards Sarawak after all hardship that our ancestors has to face to get Sarawak right. So respect and love of Sarawak people towards Yang di-Pertuan Negeri Sarawak can see after he come, everyone stand up and start to sing Sarawak song together. It is to make people increase patriotic feeling while in Sarawak celebration event. So after that, the performers start their performance in traditional dance. So it is the uniqueness of traditional and contemporary elements is used harmoniously to defend cultural art and the roots of traditional dance of multi-ethnic community of Sarawak. Then this event also wants everyone people to harmony with each other. As we can see at the stage, there's a lot of performer all together while the participants also talking to each other even when they do not know each other while enjoying the event. So this is show that this event could create harmony among Sarawak people. So this is also wants to encourage all the audience not to forget Sarawak traditional clothes and dance and perpetuate it from generation to generation. And then next, this event wants Sarawak to be grateful of Sarawak and appreciate our ancestor by love this country, protect Sarawak by living with peaceful, with no racism, no strife, no fighting among people in Sarawak. So as at the large screen projector, it show video about few people that tell history of Sarawak in one story. So the story is started from Brooke, then Japanese government, to tell how hard Sarawak people at that time, as we are poor, doesn't have food, illiterate, and no exposure from the outside world. So the story is also tell about how Sarawak get up on 22 July, which is the day we can rule by our own and be independent. Also, the agreement that Sarawak made is the proof where we are now, live peacefully. If we dive in the story, it will create respect feeling towards this country, as if our ancestor does not work hard at past, we will never get life freely as we are now. Then, basically, this event want everyone to be inspired of history in formation of Sarawak, as we can hear and see the speech by Chief Minister of Sarawak about how Sarawak can manage to get up and able to rule on our own. So he needs spirit of from all Sarawak people to give him support as Chief Minister of Sarawak has to discuss for the government to find amicable solution to central issue on revolution of power Sarawak to ensure Sarawak always move forward. So the speech is end with words of encouragement to look how united Sarawak people as everyone give the big claps. This exhibition helps people to be depth understanding of history of Sarawak. So conclusion is Sarawak Celebration Day is to reminisce about the hardship and pain that our ancestors have to through it to make us feel more grateful for what we have now. So people will be more appreciated to Sarawak by life peacefully and share loves to every people. So this event teach us not to forget our tradition even we live in modern era, as Sarawak traditional are really meaningful to Sarawak people and appreciate to the ancestors as they fight for rights for Sarawak. So I think that's all. Thank you.